How did I never notice this in the story of Samson? If you know anything about Samson, you know that he is the strongest man in the Bible that we see. And at the end of his life, he is brought to his demise. His strength is removed because he doesn't obey the Lord. The Bible says that his enemies, the Philistines, seize him. And then there's this detail mentioned in Judges 16:21 that they then gouge his eyes from his head. Now, this is a detail I have heard many people bring out and preach, but what I've never heard anybody draw attention to is that if you back Samson's story up 20 years before this moment, you see that Samson's life is getting off course, and notice how it starts. Judges 14 says that Samson sees a Philistine girl, an enemy girl, and desires her to be his wife. And he tells his mom and dad to go and get her. And his mom and dad are begging him not to do it. And notice what Samson says. He says, "Get her for me, for she is right in my eyes." This is the very first moment we see Samson's life getting off track. And it all started because he went after what looked good in his eyes, not knowing this pattern would lead to having his literal eyes gouged from his head. Yes, it took 20 years for these patterns to catch up to him. Yes, it took 20 years for the enemy to wear him down. Yes, it took 20 years and it seemed like it would never catch up to him. But chasing what looked good in his eyes would eventually lead to having his literal eyes removed from his head. And I think Samson is a stark picture of what Proverbs 14 and verse 12 warns us about when it says, there is a way that seems right to a man, but its end leads to death. There is a way that looks good. There is a way that feels good. There is a way that mathematically makes sense and it seems lucrative and it seems like everybody's endorsing it, but its end leads to your demise. And I am praying that this video is coming across your screen before your eyes have been gouged, and right now you're just being tempted by them because you still have time to say no. What starts off with just it looking good in your eyes could eventually lead to you having your eyes plucked from your head, to your life ending up in shambles, to your marriage being destroyed, your name being tarnished, and eventually maybe your name not being found in what is called the Lamb's Book of Life. Sin always takes more than it tells you it's going to require you to pay, and it keeps you longer than you want to stay. And I'm begging you, don't chase what looks good in your eyes. Go after what is right in the eyes of God.